Hello everyone. Hi there. Oh my gosh. I am just turning on this camera. I always say that all the time, right? Anyway, I'm feeling really good. I had a great productive day, very creative and everything. God, I'm so fortunate. I'm so grateful with my just work, and I was connecting with these dancers. These dancers, I don't really know them at all. Like, I haven't known them personally. Like, I've had a coffee with two of them, and they're so special. It's incredible that you can come together with just a mutual respect. A mutual respect. These ladies are just so wonderful to work with. Okay, so like, how are we doing with our thoughts? You realize, right, that you are not your thoughts. That is the most powerful thing. And in this year, 2019, I will remind myself. So as I talk, I'm talking to myself. I will remind myself that I am not my thoughts. And my thoughts will come, and they will come, and some of them are really, really powerful from the conditioning. It's so important to recognize that you are not your thoughts. The conditioned thoughts, your condition fires the brain, and the brain creates these thoughts, which are not even yours because they're related to a past. So it's a remarkable thing. Life is a remarkable thing. But life is remarkable when you get out of your way. And what I mean by that, and what I suggest, is that when you get out of your way, is get out of the way of the thoughts. The thoughts don't have to disappear. Nothing has to disappear. And any kind of, at least be curious. You can follow your thoughts, but when you follow your thoughts, they create more thoughts and more thoughts of something else. So this is basically scientifically proven, and we're in a very, very incredible time right now, and you can have no suffering in your life. Suffering may happen because you're related to a thought, and when you're related to a thought, it's like, it's not even reality. It's not reality because a thought is in the past or in the future. So when you say a thought can create worrisome. You can be worrisome by thoughts. You can I'm talking so fast. All of a sudden in the position of, being hijacked by your thought, and you start to worry. Like the other day, say for instance, I was in Alabama with my grandmother, and my grandmother was telling me, she was asking me about my pension and about my future, because I'm 52, and so in 17 years, 13, whatever, I apparently will be retired. I don't know what that means right now, and you're supposed to, I don't know. I have a pension. I don't pay into a pension right now, but anyway, I'm telling you, she was like so convincing with everything. I'm really in the moment, and it's not that I don't plan, but I don't worry about that. I have some assets, but I also have, I don't really have a future plan. And I don't know what will happen. But my grandmother was like feeding me all these thoughts were associated with fear and worry. To be worried because when you're this way and you're like that, and all of a sudden, and your body of course changes, and since I'm physically, my job is physical, there are many things that my mind can create, and and we're also told that we're to retire when we're 65 and travel the world and do things at 65 that you weren't, that you didn't do because you were working. Work. Well, I think that that's ridiculous. So I do the opposite of that. I enjoy my life right now, and I will always enjoy my life. So you know where I'm going. So the thoughts can create worry. They can create irrational fear of comparison, of trying to be number one, all those things that I say over and over. But it's really good to hear these over and over and over in my own mind, because you realize certain things. You just realize that you are not your thoughts. You are not controlled by your thoughts. You do not have to be controlled by your thoughts, and they are just rising and falling, and they come and go, and events come and go, things come and go. And if you don't relate to your thoughts, wow, that you see things, you're present, you can listen, when you can check, when you realize that you're following your thoughts, you can be present. And what I mean by that, sometimes, I said it before, I know I've said it before, you can use your senses. You can really taste the food that you're tasting. Or if you don't want to eat or whatever, you can look. Look at the table. Look at the grooves in my table. I have a wooden table here. The grooves. Look at the keys on the computer. The keys, you know, that you type with. You can see those. You can look at things. You can look at Kendall. You can look at the light. You can look at, use your sense of vision, like your vision. And all of a sudden, you can't be associated or concentrated on a sense and think about something else. That's like with touch, and you know, with touch and touch yourself, touch objects, and then you can find yourself present, and that is really amazing. It's such an amazing thing to recognize and to live by. So I want to just share with you that today, and a phrase I just typed in here. I saw it on my computer. When I look at a person, I see a person, not a rank, not a class, not a title. So all of those thoughts could arise when you look at a person. And when you look at a person, you start to label, you start to judge, and it does it automatically. Forgive yourself for these thoughts, because these thoughts are coming from what? They're like coming from something else, and it happens automatically. It's in a flash. It's a flash. It's instant. All of a sudden you have many, 20,000 of thoughts about anything. A person, an object, anything. And they're just coming from where? They're coming from where? Well, you had to learn something somewhere, apparently. So, the play is the play, and life is a play, and that's part of the thoughts. And I say that you get rid of your thoughts, or actually don't respond to your thoughts because they're not you, and joy is had much more. It's less drama, it doesn't create drama, and you can see it in other people, but never ever judge other people. You have more empathy and compassion because you realize that your thoughts are how your thoughts. You're the same as other people. No one's different. No one's separated. But our thoughts create and separate us. They can separate us from our own selves even. And you become a victim of those thoughts. And you can create drama. And you can create separation by comparing yourself to others, and those are the thoughts that are arising from a condition. So I hope you get this. If not, then you live your life how you want to live it. It's all good. It's just another way of being, and it's really, really joyful and beautiful and loving and incredible, and just you get to feel your oats. You get to be in your own space, being present, use your senses. You're like, you can indulge in your senses, but you are not your senses also. You are the blue sky behind the clouds. That's all. And it's so beautiful and wonderful. Thank you so much for watching me today. And I wish you a beautiful weekend. And take care. Alright? I love you all so much. Thank you. Thank you. And Happy New Year. Again. Let's keep saying that. Because every day is a new day. Happy New Year. Bye.